For the photo texture overlay, you can go on to Google and Google free photo texture overlay or free paper texture overlay. So 2 great ways to head in that direction to find some stuff to overlay, images to overlay. I'm gonna just pick one here. I'm not gonna use PicMonkey because that was a pay one, even though it said free. Let's see here. Let's look at FreePic. Some of these are kind of interesting as you scroll through. Okay, grungy texture. So if I click on this one, I'm not sure I like that one. Hold on, let's go back. Let's pick a better one. I'm going to pick this one. Okay, this looks good. And I'm going to download it. And it's downloaded. It's down here in my download. So let's go grab it and bring it over to Photoshop. And there it is. So the same way that we did before, we can go to the bridge. We can grab a photograph. I'm going to do this little guy, I think. It is a JPEG, so it will open up. Click, click. There it is. Now we've got the 2 images. I'm going to do Command A to select all, Command C to copy, come over here to the image I want to overlay it on, Command V to paste. And now I'm going to go to the Move tool. I hit V on my keyboard to do that, and I can just kind of look at what this kind of looks like too. So where I might want to have it overlay. So notice at the top it doesn't align. So I'm going to do the Command T for transform, and I'm just going to hold the Shift key because it doesn't matter if I stretch this. Okay, I'm going to stretch it up a little bit. And I'm going to hit return on my keyboard. I'm going to go to the Move tool, and I'm going to cycle through the blend modes. See what I like. I like what it's doing in the sky on this. Let's see here. I liked one of those earlier ones. I thought I liked one of those earlier ones. Like that. But you notice what's happening. The whole image is getting blown out. So what are we going to do? You turn that back on. We're going to now Command. I created a layer mask. 3rd icon from the bottom on the left. I'm going to do Command I to invert that layer mask. I'm going to grab my brush and I'm going to paint with white at 100%, and I'm going to make sure I have a soft edge because I've been doing stuff before. I'm going to make it bigger while I'm here. Bigger being the brush. That looks good. Hit return, and I'm going to paint it into the sky area. And actually, I'm just going to kind of paint a little bit into here too and see. Like, I don't like what it does on this foreground one, so I'll hit X on my keyboard and take it off of that. But I do like what it was doing up in here. Did I like what it did down here? Not really, so I'm just going to take it off of there. Okay. Whoops. Make sure it looks good up on top there. Now, this is what my layer mask looks like. It's not that pretty. So let's just come in here and clean it up. How did I do that? I hit the Option key on my keyboard and clicked on the layer mask. So Option click, and we can see what our layer mask looks like. Look up here at the corner. Whoops, wrong way. Command Z. Take care of that. Clean up those edges. Does it look okay there? Looking good. I'm going to create a curve. When I create my curve, I'm going to hold the Option key and click on the curve. By holding the Option key, it brings up this dialog box, and I'm going to use previous layer to create clipping mask. And what's going to happen is, when I hit OK, this curve is now connected only to that texture layer, not to the layer below. And I'm just going to see what happens when I darken that down. See how it's only affecting that sky area now? I could do something like that. It's looking good. Let's see what happens now when I come over here and I come into the snowy area, if I like any of that texture now popping in, because we're getting a little bit more of the tone. And I am kind of liking what's happening. Not sure that I'm going to like it on that tree, so that's why I'm kind of avoiding the tree right now still. Because the tree is just kind of glowing there, which I do like. Let's see here. I don't think, did I want to hit that? And I'm actually kind of looking at my layer mask as I'm working. So let's take a look at it again. Oh, look at that messy layer mask. So come in here and clean it up. Eyeball on and off. Gonna make my brush small, make my image bigger, too big. And I'm gonna come here and, ooh, not do that. Not paint with red. Make sure I'm on my layer mask. Paint with black. Make it even smaller. I kind of like how that was kind of darker earlier. That's why I'm going back and doing that. And I'm just going to do the same thing right here. And maybe the same thing through here a little bit. So, little details. Little details matter. You want to be looking and seeing what you want to do. Okay. I think that's looking a little bit better. I do like that tinge that's happening. Just for fun, I'm going to click on the top layer. I'm going to go up to adjustments and go to the black and white and do a tint. And a little play here. No, not green. Green looks horrible. I think I like the orange herb a little bit better. Hit OK. If it seems too much, I can lower the opacity on the layer. Just give it a little bit of a tint, a little bit more tint popping through. So there's a texture overlay for you. Lots to do, lots to explore. Go have some fun.